Steve sat in the first class seat and made me sit and coach. Go ahead, Steve. The floor is yours. And by the way, I'm putting on a timer because we all have places.
This could be an hour long.
You've got 45 seconds to explain yourself. I'm
long
not kidding.
story short.
Well, you've got 45 seconds,
Rainy
so it better
New York.
be short.
Yep, it's going to be short.
Go.
Rainy in New York. We're on the way to the airport. The president is arriving or departing New York, so all the streets are closed. We're going to run out of time. Carissa's stressed, and as the voice of reason, I'm saying it's going to be okay. We're going to make it. Are we? Probably not. As you know, at JFK, you get to the Delta terminal, you got to run about a mile to get to your gate. It's always the last one.
20 seconds.
We sprint the whole way, get there, sweaty. I carried your bags because I'm such a nice man. We get there, I get upgraded, she doesn't, and I go, hey, you can have my first class seat. She's like, no, I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm like, you can have it. You're right in Delta Comfort right behind me. She's like, I don't want it. I'm like, okay, how many times do I have to offer before it's like too much?
Continue to offer.
I offered
Time's
3 or
up.
4 times. And
Time's up. You had 45 seconds. You used it for the president.
You didn't take the offer. I should have been 1 time.
Okay. Well.
The fact that I offered, I should be given a gold star for that.
Okay, great.
Hey guys, welcome to the official YouTube page for Calm Down with Erin and Charissa. This is where you can watch all of our ridiculous conversations and fun interviews. We have full shows, we've got pre-games, anything and everything that you guys could want. But first, you're going to have to subscribe. Just hit subscribe right there and you're good to go. And now you can calm down with us. Yep. Can you tell that we're reading this off a script? We hope so. All right. We need to calm down and wrap this bad boy up. Press subscribe. Thanks for listening. Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio.
Yeah.
Lindsay and Alexander, what is one ick that your significant other does that drives you crazy? Here's some context for the question.
So bad right now.
EA struggles with Jarret chewing and jaw popping, and I get annoyed when you don't put your clothes away.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your ick on me, Steve?
You know how it's...
I won't get mad at you, I promise.
One thing that really bothers me, and I mean really bothers me, you continuously buy gifts for people that don't say thank you. They don't have to buy you a gift back, but you buy them gifts year after year, and they're nice gifts. They're nice gifts. Not even a thank you. Not even a thank you. So this year, I created a spreadsheet of everybody that got a Christmas gift, a monogrammed notebook, a custom knit, whatever it might be. And the people, including family's not off limits from this. You didn't say thank you. And it could be a text. Everyone's busy. You don't have time to call. You should call when you get a gift. You didn't say thank you. You're off the list. So for those of you listening,
you guys are also
here.
crazy because you buy gifts with every day that ends with a Y. Like you do.
That's not true. That's just for
you're
very
so
generous.
Oh my God,
insane.
please. You guys, we don't have
Anytime
children.
we're like, where did Mack get that?
They just said thank you. They're still on the list. Congrats. You're on the list another
year. Gifts are very expensive.
Your gifts
really
are
nice,
so
Chris.
nice. Always.
Oh my God, you guys are giving us way too much credit. Way too much credit.
So thank you.
Jarret, what's your ick for Erin?
I just probably the closet thing, I guess, but I'm
It's
trying
a
to
mess.
think. I don't know. Like,
It's a mess.
you're getting better at turning the lights off.
Are you okay? You never turn the lights out.
I do. If you're leaving the room, just press the button. It's not hard.
I love
Who's
you.
the one that's always so worried about the air temperature? Like, hey,
You're
we
good
need to
about
turn
that.
it
Oh my
off.
God, we
need to
know
turn it
you're
down.
good about
You
that.
get mad about that. Oh, yeah.
I do. I'm like, you can't leave. You can't go away for the weekend and have the air conditioning just running constantly in here.
That's a Nest issue. We're getting to the
No,
budget.
don't blame it on the Nest. The controller of the
auto scheduler on the
No.
Nest.
Well, then auto schedule it. We've been together for 3 years. What are we waiting for? Start scheduling. Because I come home.
I got to unschedule.
Okay.
Nest learns your routines.
Well, it's crazy.
And it
We don't
schedules
need
it
to
out.
have the
I
air
couldn't
conditioning
agree
on
more.
when we're
Yeah, I
gone for
couldn't agree
3
more.
weeks at a time and we come back home and the
wanna
place
get
is
that.
freezing. No. And then I get the
Chewing
bill
a gum-
because it's on
chewing
auto
gum.
pay.
Yeah. No, you're chewing sometimes when we discussed this. We were in a pool in Cabo. You said to me, you
Like
chew
food?
really your gum. Like you got to stop that.
Oh, I
But
was just going to
sometimes
say, when
it's
you
your
chew gum-
jaw popping. Whoa,
Yeah.
what?
No, you know this.
My gum chewing.
Your gum chewing.
I know.
You know this.
What
Yeah.
is it,
Just needs to
aggressive?
slow down.
I talked about it on the, it's
Just
awful.
needs to slow down a little bit. And
I don't think I'm good.
Close
I'm
the
gonna get
mouth.
pop.
Yeah, you do.
Why don't you say anything?
I'm at a point in my life where not a lot bothers me.
Why don't you say
I guess
anything?
I said, why don't you, he's like, I said, do I do that? And he said, yeah. And I go, well, why don't you say anything?
Oh, I do it. It's so gross. I've seen
less
video.
less is more, Krista. Less is more.
Okay.
Just let it go.
I feel like, see, here's what Steve does. He holds everything in.
Serenity now.
And then I feel like one day he's just it's gonna be like, what's the movie that Falling Down or whatever, and he just fucking loses it, just goes absolutely apeshit.
Only time will tell.
Okay, well, we'll look forward to that. Everybody stay tuned for Steve just losing his shit.
You can't worry about it. I mean, am I gonna? I don't know. There's other stuff to worry about, right?
I don't know. Is there? Kimberly Ann 10 says, how can females ask for help around the house without sounding like they're bitching at you?
Oh, well, I'll tell you, Kimberly Ann 10. Thanks for writing in.
Ow.
Just do it in a nice way. Don't ask why something's not done. Just be like, hey,
do you mind?
Really, really cool if you pick these clothes up. I'd be like, you're right, that would be
Would
pretty
you mind?
Cool.
Please. I don't know.
Okay. All right. So
Nice tone. It's always how it comes across. The tone.
Yeah, my
the
love
tone.
language. My love language is words, and they don't
The
have to be of
tone
affirmation.
is what really gets me
I'm
with
a
this
tone.
one.
Yeah, we're the tone rangers.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's just
Yeah.
Tone
That's
low.
funny.
And when we get into arguments, it's
Let's
mainly
do
about the way the tone is. It's just like
Yeah.
We don't get in arguments. We get in Mr. and Mrs.
Oh,
is.
that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Wait, I will admit this though. Erin and I, because we talk about this when we're not with you guys, that we need to be better about how we say stuff because we are very similar in this way that I think it just comes out of our mouth and then we're like, oh my God, that's so aggressive.
Couldn't agree more.
We shouldn't. I'm admitting this.
It's
that we could be better. Erin, wouldn't you agree that we could be better about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not what we say, it's
I've
how we
actually
say
enjoyed the last couple days. I've had to say, hey, Jarret, lower your voice. Lower your voice. It's
Yeah, I
been really
know. No,
fun.
I've gotten,
What?
Because it's always me that's like a level 10. And I've had to say, hey, you're a little loud. Lower your voice. He's like, oh, am I?
Steve, hey, by the way, you might want to take this opportunity to speak out there and give the voiceover career you want. Steve's octaves, the range is crazy how loud he is.
Down here
doing a deal. All right, that's right, Bob. I'll send over those TPS reports right away. And I'm like, I mean, what? What are we doing?
The acoustics,
neighbors are part of it.
Acoustics in the house.
No, it's not
acoustics.
the. Oh, is it? Yeah, we got a concert here tonight. The
it's
acoustics are so
open there.
good.
Yeah, I
What do you
mean,
mean?
I do think maybe an ear session for Erin. Didn't you just go get something done to your ears?
No, she's better not go without
I'm not
me.
going to go without her.
Oh,
I
good.
will not.
Yeah, bring
but
her,
I want to
bring
do
her.
this
Yeah, bring
so
her.
bad.
You too.
Well, and sometimes you're
What's
like,
this?
speak up.
I want to get my
Speak
earwax
up.
done. I'm
Like,
talking
Yeah,
about
I
it.
did?
You're so
No,
loud.
You're
Oh.
yelling when
Yeah,
you
you
are on
did.
the phone,
Yeah,
but then talking to me, you're like this.
I'm hammering a point home.
Yeah, well,
if
the
you wanna
hammering is
have a
louder than the
presence,
construction.
Yeah, oh Bob, will you get me the report?
I
If you
didn't
wanna
say
have
be a
presence,
pussy.
you gotta kinda-
I said that the level in which you say it is so loud. The
And stuff
octave
gets done.
level.
They know I
Okay,
mean
we'll just go
business.
outside and do
Yeah.
it next time. During my reentry, I want to be upstairs watching HGTV, and the only hammering I want to hear is on the TV set, not you down here making deals. But make the deals. I'm
Okay,
really proud
yeah.
of you.
I'll retire
Make
right
the
now.
deals. Yeah, you're
No,
right.
I've already had that happen. We all know how that ends. My scholarships are over. All right, guys. Well, this has been fun, huh? So that's the pregame. The
Okay,
podcast
yeah.
hasn't started yet.
Great. No, yeah, I'm just getting settled in.
The plus ones, ladies and gentlemen, the long-awaited
Hey,
debut.
give it up.
Episode with the plus ones who have been kind enough to join us here today. Not because they wanted to do it for us, but they want to do it for their fans. And for those of you that are out there listening, you know who you are.
Yeah.
Is there anything you'd like to, your opening remarks here?
Yeah, I think it's only a matter of time before we split this off into its own entity, which will be a part of the Calm Down Network, which we're very excited to have a home there. So,
Oh, yeah.
but this is the first of many. First of many.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of I've been getting a lot of questions about when we're starting, Steve. So we gotta figure that out. We're
And
not
what's
sure
your
what we're gonna do yet.
response?
It's coming. It's coming soon. It's coming soon. That's what I keep saying. So
What would
Mhm.
your
No, I'm-
guest list look like if you had to build it? Who are you guys thinking?
Let me tell you something, and I've said this
we're gonna
before,
have
and I'll say it
it'll be a
again.
great one.
Yeah. Behind every star, there's a plus one, and there's a lot of stars out there. So I think we have a bigger pool of guests to pull from than any other podcast out there.
Honestly, I have to give you
It's-
credit. It's a good idea. It is a good idea. Now,
It's
will
a
it come to
great idea.
fruition? We don't know.
There's a lot of different,
Yeah.
sports and,
Music, movies, business, entertainment.
It's crazy. Everybody's, you're my plus one when we're at anything to do with hockey.
Yeah.
I'm your plus one
Yeah.
for Super
Bel
Bowls
Air.
or football or Bel Air.
Yeah.
It's just that. But no, it goes both ways, and it's fun. We get to do cool ass things when we follow you guys around, and sure vice versa. So I think it's definitely a great
I
idea.
think you guys are
Okay, so
changing.
anybody out there in Calm Down Nation, if you have ideas who their guests should be, please let us know. Please float it to the guys. Have you guys talked
put
about
together
it? Have you
a
thought about
desired
it?
guest list.
Yeah, we've actually got our first 3 dream guests locked in, and we've gotten a few confirmations. We just have to work on.
You're not willing to
scheduling.
share those here today,
we
though, on the
can't-
podcast. You
no,
can't
we-
disclose that. Okay, fair enough.
Sure.
Not
we
today,
have
anyways.
mentioned to some people. They
Okay.
initially say they're in, right? But you got to get all those.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's hard doing a podcast.
Dot the I's and cross the T's, but we'll sort
We'll
that
get
out.
there. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
So for those that don't or didn't listen to the pregame, the impetus of the Plus One podcast was all about the Jarret and Steve's previous points being the plus ones to different events that we come to. But I will say that you guys not only are plus ones, because I think plus ones has a bad connotation sometimes. It's like, and this person. It's like,
I've never felt more confident in any title in my entire life. I love it.
okay, good.
I think
Good.
it's better than saying wags or anything like that.
I'm gonna be honest,
Yeah.
I
I
don't even
agree.
know what that stands for. So if
Wives and girlfriends. Oh, please. Like you didn't have some. But why are you acting like you have no idea what that acronym
I've never
is?
had any wives, so
Well, then consider
I think
yourself
if you're
lucky.
an insecure person or you're a jealous person, you're not happy about the plus one title. But
Oh, okay.
Oh.
me and Steve are
Good
pretty.
point.
We're
Yeah.
just pretty secure with ourselves, and we're pretty
Yeah.
confident with ourselves. And I don't
And
know.
we
I'm
let it-
fine going to Super Bowls.
Can
I'm
you
fine
curse on
going
this
to cool
thing?
parties.
You know who's also
I'm fine
confident
going to
being
Zach
a-
Brown Band with 150 people dancing in a little room and having free drinks and having air conditioning, and I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
You know
Yeah.
who's also confident being a plus one? Diane Long.
Yes.
Oh my God, what a
She
dream
loves
she
Shout out,
is.
shout out to Diane Long.
What do you love so
All-
much about Diane Long?
All the ladies.
she's a
at
leader
Fox.
of Plus One
She's-
Nation for sure.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
she is. Yeah, she leads that crew. She's just a baller. Like that whole family. Raising those animals in a great way.
In a
I say-
great
I
way.
say
Yeah.
that in a
Yeah.
great way. You guys
Seriously.
are all beauties. No, Howie's great, but Diane, she leads the show there. But no, it's fun hanging out with her and all the girls in New Orleans. We made sure we had a good time at the concert, made sure they got back to the hotel safe, drinks at the hotel bar late
Yeah.
night. It's
Sure.
it's
Yeah.
fun.
So as our plus ones in some events, since you guys were kind enough to accompany us to the Hollywood Improv when we were there, which was such a fun night, what do you hear out there in the streets? What's the rumblings on the whole
I
podcast
love
and
that.
you guys in particular?
I'm going to be honest. I didn't really have much time to listen. We were too busy taking photos with fans in the lobby of the Improv. Maybe Jarret, I don't know. Your ears were a little more in tune than mine, but I mean, we were.
You guys were
I
so
was-
geeked up that night. You were so proud. Like, honestly,
was-
Chris and I
I
have
would-
done
yeah.
Super Bowls. We've done big events. Chris has hosted things. Like, you guys, it was like we won the Lombardi and the Stanley Cup that night. You
Yeah.
guys were so proud of us.
I
It was
was
a
really
monster
impressed.
deal.
Like I didn't know what maybe I just didn't know what to think or what it was going to be like. And when we saw all the people and we walked in and there was like the bar was downstairs or like in the front, and you go to the back to the room. It was obviously sold out, and you guys were so funny. You did a great job, but like
People
Everybody in
came.
your
I'm
guys'
just going to go ahead
lives
and say
is
this.
you-
People came from Indonesia to see the Calm Down
That's
podcast.
Ryan. He was on vacation.
No, I'm telling you, we met him in the lobby. They came from Indonesia. I said, "Oh, you're
Yeah.
here for all the other comedy shows?" They go, "No, we came for the Calm Down podcast."
Hey.
And I go,
Look, we're
Okay.
global.
they
"Incredible."
also came to see Rodeo Drive, but they just mixed it in there.
Meanwhile,
Reach
you
Bev
two
Will.
are sitting in New Orleans in the stands for the Super Bowl. And like, yeah, you guys were so complimentary and like supportive, obviously. But your reaction at the Improv versus New Orleans when we both were done working a Super Bowl in front of millions
Yeah,
of
they were
viewers
not
was
as
so
excited.
different.
Because everybody had such a great time. It was I wish you guys honestly, I wouldn't say this. A lot of different situations, but I wish you guys had more time up there. It was like, it went by in like an hour. It was, what was it, an hour? It went by in like 30 minutes.
It was too quick.
Like,
I would have done a 3-hour show. I would have done
Okay,
a 3
well,
hour
you
And
know
all
what?
all of your fans seeing,
All of them.
all of your fans seeing like everybody in your guys' lives. And like, even with me and Steve, they're like, oh my God, there's Steve and Jarret. I was like, I didn't expect that, Steve. I don't know if you did, but it was like, that kind of got me a little bit.
I saw it coming.
You did?
I can't
I
handle
just,
it.
I think,
It was funny.
yeah, it was awesome. I think, and it was your guy. You know what I mean? Like the Super Bowl is amazing. That's the whole world's thing, and it was Fox's thing.
Yeah.
This is your guys' thing. So it's like,
Okay,
Yeah.
it is our thing, which I have to say, you guys are very, as evidenced by that storytelling right there, you are very supportive of us and we appreciate that.
Yeah.
And you know that you end up being a lot of material on the podcast, not because, this is just this podcast. This podcast.
are we making you nervous? Am I
This
making you nervous?
this podcast is about our life. And so since you guys are such a big part of our life, we have to talk about you. So Ryan has outlined some of the topics that I think it's only fair that you guys get to defend yourself on, since it's always just Erin and I's interpretation of situations. So, Steve, we will start with you. For those of you that recall, Steve, there was a first class seat and there was a coach seat. And Steve sat in my first class seat, or I shouldn't say mine. Steve sat in the first class seat and made me sit in coach. Go ahead, Steve. The floor is
Let's
yours.
talk
And
about
by the
what
way, I'm
happened.
putting on a timer because we all have places.
This could be an hour long.
You've got 45 seconds to explain yourself. I'm
Long
not
story
kidding.
short,
Well, you've got 45 seconds,
rainy
so it
in
better
New
be
York.
short.
Yep, it's going to be short.
Go.
Rainy in New York. We're on the way to the airport. The president is arriving or departing New York, so all the streets are closed. We're going to run out of time. Carissa's stressed, and as the voice of reason, I'm saying it's going to be okay. We're going to make it. Are we? Probably not. As you know, at JFK, you get to the Delta terminal, you got to run about a mile to get to your gate. It's always the last one.
20 seconds.
We sprint the whole way, get there, sweaty. I carried your bags because I'm such a nice man. We get there, I get upgraded, she doesn't, and I go, hey, you can have my first class seat. She's like, no, I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm like, you can have it. You're right in Delta Comfort right behind me. She's like, I don't want it. I'm like, okay, how many times do I have to offer before it's like too much?
Continue to offer.
I offered
Time's
3 or
up.
4 times, and
Time's up. You had 45 seconds. You used it for the
you
president.
didn't take it. You didn't take the
tell you.
offer. I should have been 1 time.
Okay. Well,
The fact that I offered, I should be given a gold star for that.
okay, great.
How many,
Again,
how many times did you offer?
At least 3 or 4. At least 3 or 4.
not enough is the answer. Not enough.
I
Okay,
don't know.
so here's how
It's-
this game is going to work. Since, as example, but that we're going to go 45 seconds for each, and we're not allowed to interrupt Erin. The plus one's counter argument.
She
to
makes up all
things.
these new rules
Okay,
every
New
time.
rule right
I
after
love
Steve
it.
goes about something that's been bothering
No,
me for a year and a half. I'm still getting comments about it.
Okay, then guess what? If you let us get through this, then you can maybe have 45 seconds on the back end
All
to
right,
keep
fine.
going.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay,
Whoa.
Jarret. this
What a
que-
game show host.
Here's the topic. Jarret staying patient with EA when getting ready. Oh, this isn't a negative. This is a good thing. Jarret, please explain to the audience how you continue to stay so patient when Erin may be having trouble getting ready. Go.
And the car is there, and I'm like, I hate the way I look.
So in hockey and in a lot of obviously occupations, whatever, I don't like to be late. We're not allowed to be late. If you're 5 minutes early, you're late. So I hate being late. So I'm on ways. I know exactly how long it's going to take to get to dinner or take to get to an event that we're going
Their
to.
house.
So your guys' house. So I make sure the Uber's there, but Uber's right in 15 minutes, they maybe charge you or they leave. So I'm kind of gauging that. I'm texting the guy right on the Uber thing. It's like, boom, I'll be right there. I do another one, boom, I'll be right there. So he doesn't leave. I just try to make comments. I try to stomp around a little bit, make some noise downstairs to know that she's still like,
That'll
and
help.
You know that what I'm,
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
And then at some point, I just got to be like, babe, like, we ready? We ready? Let's go. Or I go up and down the stairs a lot too. And like she, well, I
It's
just,
good.
I got to check. I got to get a visual. Where are we at?
It's very good.
But
Well,
yeah,
it's very
it drives-
sweet of you.
It does drive me nuts. It does
You
drive
guys
me
are
nuts,
both
but
very
you're getting
patient.
better.
Drives me nuts.
You're getting better though.
Thanks.
Don't interrupt the plus ones.
Oh,
You're very
But
patient.
you're getting better, but I hate being late.
Yeah, I hate being late too.
Sorry if that was longer than 45 seconds.
No, you're good.
That's
no,
okay.
you summarized it. We're great. Okay, the next one is Steve. We won't rile you up anymore, messing up
No,
the
I'm okay.
Chicago
I'm
flights.
calm.
It doesn't
I'm
seem
calm.
like it. All right, we'll give you a positive one. Steve dressing up for FaceTime dates. So last week when Steve and I
Yes.
couldn't
I love
see each
that.
other, Steve, you had the idea. Oh, do you want to? You actually, the floor is yours. But the ones
No, I'm just a plus one
Listen,
here.
the
I'm
one-
a plus
no, the one-
here.
different backgrounds. Okay, so Steve, go ahead. You have 45 seconds to explain where you came up with this great idea and what your inspiration for it is.
I don't know where I came up with it, but it's just one of those things where you got to switch it up every once in a while. You know, you guys are on year 8, we're on year 3, and when we're not together, it just, sometimes a phone call doesn't suffice. So I think you need to switch it up. FaceTime dates,
Whoa.
fellas. For all the fellas out there, which I don't think you guys think that guys listen to this. A lot of guys listen to this podcast.
Oh,
They get
great.
a lot
Hey guys.
of tidbits on how to operate around their significant others. Try a FaceTime date. Put a suit on. You don't have to wear any pants. Just
So cute.
well, you get it. Like wear shorts.
Yeah.
Put a jacket on and a shirt. Pour a glass of wine. Maybe light some candles.
Goes a long way. He
Like
also
the boys in
changed
the
his
studio,
background one
wearing
time.
shorts with a
He
Yeah.
changes his background. He's like, guess what? I just bought you a first class seat to Paris. And he'll change the background. He's like, bonjour. And then he'll change the background to Vegas. And he's like, we're going
That's so
gambling.
cute.
Enough with the show. I don't
we all
do the
know. We all know
shoulders.
he didn't
That's
buy you a
twice
first
now.
class seat, Charissa.
Yes.
We all know it wasn't a first class seat. after our
Goddamn
last
right it
conversation.
wasn't. I was on the wing of the airplane. Okay. All right. Next one. Erin, do you want
Instead
to take
of
one of these,
Cookie
baby girl?
Monster, yeah, I want to change this one. Instead of
Go.
Cookie Monster, I wanted to talk about, we went to Disney this week and it was so magical. We all know that it's my favorite place to be. I love it so much. But I think you got a real first person, that's not the word you got to experience why I love it so much. I think of Disney, not because I love the rides or the
Front row seats,
princesses, but front row seat because of my memories with my family. And I saw a Jarret stole, including 2 costume changes, outfit changes. You had to buy shirts and you were so excited
So
that Minnie
cute.
Mouse was coming over to see our son. What was that like as a dad taking your son to Disney for the first time? Because it was a different Jarret stole at Disney.
Oh, wow. I just wanted him to have a great time and him to enjoy it. And because it's definitely not going to be his first or second or third time going to Disneyland or Disney World. So, yeah. And I knew he'd probably be a little bit scared probably at the start of the characters and seeing them and, them coming over and touching them and stuff. And that was cool. Like with Mickey, he had a little bit of a struggle at the start, but he did end up touching him at the end and shaking his hand or giving him a high five. And the funniest part of the whole thing, the whole day and a half was Minnie came over at breakfast, at the character breakfast, and Mack was introducing Minnie to all of us. Or us to Minnie. Like it was unbelievable. He was like, Dada. And then pointed to like mommy. And then Kendra came with us. So he was telling Minnie, showing Minnie everybody and holding Minnie's hand. So it was just cool to see. He wasn't laughing at a lot of the stuff, but he was just in awe. Like his mouth was open. He was couldn't believe what he was seeing. There was just so much.
Yeah,
I
stimulation.
stimulation.
feel like it's going to be
Going on
sensory
around.
overload. Like you're
Yeah.
used to seeing
Oh, yeah.
normal people,
But-
and then you see all these
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But
Lights
in a good
and
way.
move-
Now, next
Mhm.
time we go back, it's going to be even better. But
What was your deal in the gift shop? You couldn't buy enough shirts for yourself.
I was cold.
Oh.
I needed a sweatshirt. I was a little chilly. And then they had that one button up shirt that was kind of cool that I could wear with a t-shirt and just leave open. So
Yeah.
those are my
Yeah.
2 purchases. And then Mac needed a bunch of stuff. So it was good to buy him stuff with Mickey on it.
Did you just
Sure.
wondering, as the last time I was there, I was proud to be featured on the account. Did you get on the Hot Dads of Disney World account?
Okay.
No.
Look it up, Erin. Well, big
Steve-
account on
What?
Instagram.
Steve,
I'm gonna
explain
look it
why you the
up.
last
So
time
I
you were
am
at
not a
Disney.
father. I am not a father.
We should
But
go
I was
back
That he,
there.
there.
know, that he knows
I
of.
was there with Matthew and Kelly and all the girls a few years ago now. So I'm pushing a stroller.
Yeah,
Matthew's pushing
Matthew
a
just
stroller.
won the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
and so
no,
they
this
went
was another time we went.
Oh,
this was
okay,
another time
sorry.
we went. We just took the girls. So Matthew and I were proudly featured on the Hot Dads of Disney Instagram
I'm going to
account.
look it up right now. It's an
Yeah.
Instagram. I'm looking it
Yeah.
up.
That's hysterical.
That's the handle of it?
It's like
on Instagram?
it's like Dilfs of Disneyland or something.
Dilfs of Disney.
Something like
oh my
that.
god, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Dilfs.
I feel like you could pull.
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's like
Dilfs of Disneyland.
that's
Comes right up.
fantastic. Comes right up.
368,000.
Literally.
Oh my God. No, Jarret, I don't see you on here.
Oh my God, we got to go back.
Yeah,
Jared, you got to be
tag
featured.
him. We got to tag him.
Must be another account then or
Did
something.
you say?
Sorry, baby.
How many does this have? 386,000.
Jared, you're so
Dilfs
great.
of Disney.
Like, oh, it must be on a different one. There's no way they missed me.
So you're on this, Steve?
It was a few years ago. My one
Definitely gotta
shining
go down the
moment.
rabbit hole on this one.
Oh
We'll find
my
it.
God.
We'll
Sorry,
find it.
baby. I don't see
Yeah,
you.
Peter Rabbit.
That does not look like
No,
you.
but who's taking these pictures?
Oh. Jared's so upset. He's going to DM these people. Dare to
Hey,
DM.
just FYI,
Bringing
I
you-
was there the other day.
Bringing you the hottest dads.
Bringing you the hottest dads of Disneyland and California Adventure. We're going back, babe.
Shout out to Dilfs at
Tomorrow.
Disneyland. We need Jarret to be
so
featured.
funny. Oh my God.
Shout out.
Too good. All right. Well, you guys.
You guys are
as
coming with us next time, though.
Yes, you are.
Please.
And I
I
know
promise I
Carissa
will-
is not a fan, but we do it right. We freaking do it
you will
right.
Be a fan after, yeah.
I will
Mack
clarify
went and
this.
took a nap at noon, and we, the big kids, drank and went on rides. It was a time.
I'm not the adult that likes Disneyland to go by myself. I think that's weird. It's like have a kid
Yeah.
to go, but now we have a child,
Yeah.
our nephew Mack, and that's a great enough reason.
Yeah,
to go.
Jared, if I come, hopefully we'll get featured. So
Well, there's only
Yeah.
one kid, so are you going to push the stroller?
I think they
and-
just kind of, yeah.
All right, as we close this thing out, do you have any final thoughts or comments, concerns, Steve,
I
that
just
you
wish we had
feel
more
air out
time.
your grievances right now?
I just wish we had more time. I'm excited to be able to come off the bench here and be a co-star on what you guys have built with Calm Down. It's fantastic.
No, thanks,
Yeah.
babe. I love you. You're the best.
I just want to go ahead and throw this out there. When Jarret and I start the Plus Ones podcast and it takes off like an absolute rocket ship,
Sure, we get the money.
And Chris, I guess
calm
first
down.
class seats.
Yeah, thank you, Jarret, not putting me back with the luggage. Final thoughts, Jarret?
I'm just proud of you guys for how this Calm Down podcast is really coming to his own, and it keeps getting better and better and better. And we hear about it all the time, Steve and I, for sure, from your fans.
yeah, I'm on meetings
Um,
and people be like, "Heard what you did last week," and I'm like, "That's weird."
We
'Cause
love
I'm-
to give it to you guys about like being the material, and I always chirp you about it. Like, obviously, yeah, we have to be some of the material. We're in your lives, and we're your significant
Plus
others.
ones.
Plus ones.
Plus ones. Yeah, many titles we have, right, Steve? So,
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
you guys.
Love you.
Yeah, we do love you.
Oh my God, you're the best. I love you. Do you want to make out?
On camera, yeah, is that allowed?
This is like what we
What's the
talked
rating
about,
on
where
this
we were
thing?
like people
What's
that
that
you're
movie?
traveling with,
Yes,
like
what's that movie that?
no, I was thinking about real life people that are all over each other, and it was
Yeah.
like, here, kiss me.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking about. There's a movie.
Wait,
Wait, if
is
you guys
it,
would start kissing, we would have been like, what movie is that?
I don't know.
Wait, I don't know, but when we were doing never mind, we'll talk about that at another time.
Yeah.
But when we're taking pictures, and then you guys kissed, and I
Yes.
looked at you and I go, "Why didn't you kiss me?
You did, yeah.
They kissed. We should have kissed."
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Wait,
No,
they're gonna
but
think
the
that we're not as in
pressure of
love."
that.
I know.
Well, Yeah.
No,
Wait,
I
was the
know, and
movie?
you don't want them to think you're not in love because you know
No.
you're in love, but you don't need to. You know
right,
what I mean?
but I don't want to have to. We don't have to show it with like
Let
people
me
on
talk.
Instagram.
Can I
that
just
show
talk
so
about
many
one
pic-
thing? Can I just talk
Oh,
about pressure
yeah,
real
you've got
quick
you.
that
Oh,
we didn't
Jared has to
dive
go in
into?
30
Sure.
seconds.
Sorry, Jarret. Give me 30
Okay,
seconds.
we're good.
here. The pressure of being a plus one,
Oh.
the amount of people that Jarret and I have to.
Relax. Okay, here you go, Steve. Final thoughts. Go ahead.
Just happy to be here. Hope we can do it again soon. And happy to be a plus one.
Love you. I'm your
my
I'm
best
favorite
so
friend.
job.
excited for your podcast, you guys. I really, really am excited
All
because
right.
I know it's a great idea.
So let's take it to the streets. Anyone listening to this and have made it to the end of this, first of all, congratulations. Second of all, write back, some feedback on what it is that you like about the plus ones and if you would listen.
Yeah, we want to know if you'd listen. I think I have a pretty good idea of if you would or not, but
Okay.
we'd love to know
All
for
right.
sure.
Well, I love you guys. Thank you for
Throw
coming
out-
on and being so
Maybe throw out
supportive.
there who some of the guests should be too.
Yeah.
Throw out
Good,
there.
I love
who
that.
you
Okay,
think
good,
would be good guests.
That's my co-host.
All over
That's
the
my
map.
co-host.
All over the map. Don't
That's
be
my
afraid to
co-host
say
on it.
anything. We will get the people.
You'll get the people.
Relax.
Okay.
It's a lot harder than you
We
think.
will.
All right.
Don't worry. You guys won't be as
I
much
can't wait for you to
material
ask
as
Vince
we are for
Vaughn.
you.
Oh, yeah. Can't wait for him to read your text and not reply. Love you guys.
Love you.
Bye.
Love you.
That wasn't even on the lips.
Oh no, we got to kiss, babe.
Oh shit!
Oh,
the
geez.
pressure.
Come on.
We've done that before. We've done it before. It wasn't the first time.
Oh shit! You guys are the best. Thank you for doing that,
Awesome.
Jarret. Thank you.
I
Oh, no.
wish.
Okay, of course.
Love you guys.
Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.